Gaming.
Good morning, good day and good evening everybody, I'm Sir Fox and welcome back to my channel, Sir Fox Gaming. This time I decided to run Chaos Sanctuary until I had dropped all the runes from L to Sod rune. This is without a doubt the hardest and most demanding project I ever did. This has taken me hundreds and hundreds of hours to complete, and in total it took over 4 months to get finished with this project. I did all these runs on Players 8 with 3 different characters. I used a softcore Mosaic Assassin that actually turned level 99 throughout this project. Then I used a Nova Sorceress for seal popping, and at the end I used a hardcore Mosaic Assassin. The rules is as follows: everything that is related to run counts as a drop towards this project. That means that drops from River of Flame and Eldritch while keeping up my charges before killing Diablo also counts. In this video you will only see the runes that dropped from this project because the item drops is in other videos that I uploaded on my channel. Also, I did install a loot filter throughout this project, so that is the reason why sometimes the runes are orange and sometimes the runes are red, but that is only the loot filter. I put a lot of time and effort into these videos, especially this one, so if you would hit that stupid ass like button and maybe give me a subscribe, I really appreciate it. But enough talking, let's get into the video and see how many runs and how many good drops I got throughout this project to get all the runes from L to Sod. And the first rune came in at run, and that was the Fall rune. At run 2, I found the Ith rune. At the very same run, I found the Hell rune. Then at run 3, I found the Tal rune. The very first high rune dropped after only 4 runs, and that was the Sir Fox rune. Actually, this was the only Sir Fox rune I found throughout this whole project, so it was nice to see a high rune this early. At run 5, I found 2 runes, and the first one was a Ral rune. The second one was an Ord rune. At run 7, I found the Eld rune and the Thor rune. At run 8, I found the El rune. It took me 9 runs to find the Ith rune. 4 runs later, at run 13, I found the Tur rune. At run 19, another high rune dropped, and this is one of my favorite runes to find in the game. It was my first low rune in this project, and that means after 19 runs, I already have 2 high runes off the list. With that low rune, I had a very good start to this project, and at run 21, I found my Am rune. We are quickly checking off the low runes and the mid runes because at run 23, I found my Dol rune. At run 25, I could check off the Shell rune off the list. 12 runs later, at run 37, I found the next rune, and that was the Sol rune. It took a while before the next run dropped, and that was on run 71, because that was the Io rune. It took me 86 runs to get the last low rune, and that was the Nef rune. With now over 100 runs completed, and at run 102 I found the Om rune in the River of Flame. 5 runs later, at run 107 I found the Ko rune. At run 112 I found the Lum rune, and that was the completion of all the mid runes. So at this point we only had the mid-high and high runes left. Then 6 runs later, at run 118, I found my first Pull rune. At almost 200 runs, at run 199, I found my first Ist rune. Exactly 100 runs since my first pull rune, I found my second one at run 218. The next 2 runs is going to be crazy, guys, and you won't believe your eyes. Only after 240 runs, I found my very first chain rune. That is very fast to get this off the list. Only one run later, at run 241, I couldn't believe my eyes. I found my first jar rune. So a chain rune and a jar rune in only 2 runs, that is unbelievable lucky. And if that wasn't crazy enough for you, look what happened next. Only 39 runs later since the first chain rune, I got yet another run at run 279. That is crazy to find 2 of these within 279 runs. With now over 300 runs completed, I found my third pull rune at run 301. I found my fourth pull rune after 338 runs. At run 354, I found my very first rune. 14 runs later, I found my fifth pull rune. With now over 400 runs completed, I found my second rune at run 411. It took me 475 runs to find my second low rune. Very nice drop. It took me almost 200 runs to get the next one, but the next one was pretty nice with an rune, my second one at run 643. At run 691, I found my sixth pull rune. At run 747, I found my third rune. It took me 754 runs to get my first rune. So very nice to get that off the list as well. 11 runs later, I found my seventh pull rune. At run 767, I still needed to find 5 runes, but that was now 4 because at this run I found my first gold rune. And I did start to wonder, where the hell is my lem rune? It's pretty crazy I didn't find the lem rune after 767 runs. While keeping up my charges before killing Diablo, I found my second gold rune at Eldritch at run 828. So you can get... Oh! Here we go! Here we go! Yes! I needed the burr rune. I'm down to 3 runes now. Let's go! With the burr rune off the list after 838 runs, I finally found my first lem rune at run 926. So at this point I was down to 2 runes, and that is the Vex rune and the Sod rune. At run 950, yet another very nice rune drop. It was a low rune, and that was my third low rune in this project. 15 runs later, at run 965, I found my third gold rune. A super duper high rune drop at run 980. It was my second jar rune of this project. Very, very nice. With now over 1000 runs completed, I found my fourth gold rune at run 1194. At run 1271, something very beautiful happened in the River of Flame. I found my first Vex rune. So at this point I only needed the Sod rune to complete this project. If you don't already know, let me know in the comments what run you think it will drop. At run 1350, I found my second Ist rune. 39 runs later, I found my third rune. Very nice. At run 1413, I found my fifth gold rune. It didn't take many runs to get my next rune, because at run 1445 I found my fourth rune. At run 1481 I found my second rune. With now over 1500 runs completed, I found my 4th rune at run 1509. And the next rune I got was yet another rune, so this one made me my 5th rune. At this point I decided to take a break from the Mosaic Assassin, and I played with the Seal Popper Sorceress instead, and I got a very nice drop pretty fast with a Jar rune, and that is the 3rd one at run 1622. At run 1661 I found my 3rd Mal rune. And now it's getting crazy again, because at run 1702 I found my 3rd Chain rune, and you will see why it's crazy in the next few runs. And here is why, guys, because only 5 runs later after that Chain rune I found my 4th Jar rune. The next rune drop is pretty chill, because at run 1710 I found my 5th rune. Only 13 runs later I found my 2nd Vex rune of this project. At run 1768, a very nice drop. It was my 2nd Burr rune of this project, and it's pretty crazy because since run 1702 to this Burr rune at run 1768 I found Cham, Jar, rune, Vex rune, and now a Burr rune. At run 1894 I found my 4th Mal rune. Just 3 runs later I found my 5th Mal rune. Yet another nice rune dropped at run 1933, it was my 4th Low rune. With now over 2000 runs completed, and at run 2014 I found my 3rd Vex rune. Yet another nice drop at run 2240, it was my 3rd Burr rune. Hell yeah, I love to find Burr runes. 143 runs later I found yet another high rune, and that was my own rune, number 6. Almost 200 runs later I found my 6th Mal rune. And on run 2631 I found my 7th Mal rune. At run 1766 I found my 4th Vex rune. At run 2932 I found yet another pull rune, and now I had found 8 pull runes. 17 runs later I found my 6th gold rune. At run 2981 I found my 8th Mal rune. With now over 3000 runs completed, I found my 9th Mal rune at run 3057. And at run 3072 I found my 9th pull rune. 106 runs later I found yet another Mal rune, and at this point I had found 10 of them. At run 3323 I decided to go back and use the Mosaic Assassin, and in this run I found a pull rune, and now I had 10 of them. After a bunch of pulls and Mal runes, at run 3357 I found yet another very nice rune. It was my 5th Jar rune in this project. Very nice. Only 2 runs later since that Jar rune I found yet another high rune, and that was my 7th Ohm rune. At run 3371 I found my 6th Ohm rune. With now over 3500 runs I found my 3rd Isk rune at run 3526. At this point in the project, at over 3500 runs, I really wanted to be done with this because I was getting pretty tired of running so many Chaos Sanctuary runs. And then it happened. At run 3527 I found my first ever Sod rune after playing this game for over 20 years. Unfortunately, it happened one of the few times I played off stream, so I didn't get my reaction, but I can tell you I was in disbelief and couldn't believe my own eyes when I finally found this. And that's it, everybody. The journey on how I found all the runes in Chaos Sanctuary from L to Sod rune. I did collect a lot of nice runes throughout this project, and that includes 10 pull runes, 6 runes, 10 mal runes, 3 ist runes, 6 gold runes, 4 vex runes, 7 runes, 4 low runes, only 1 Sir Fox rune, 3 burr runes, 5 jar runes, 3 cham runes, and 1 sod rune. I didn't actually, to be honest, expect the sod rune to drop only after 3,500 runs, because I thought it would actually take a lot more runs than that. But I was so happy and I was very relieved when it finally dropped, because now I can focus on other projects and not think about this one anymore after 4 months of grinding for all the runes. I want to thank everybody in the streams that has followed this journey. I really appreciate you all, and I want to thank all of you that watches this video. That's all for me this time around. Until next time, everybody, take care and bye bye.